teleprinter traffic, 5-hole punch paper tape, pre-war commercial method of sending messages. And the Germans transmitted their ciphertext by radio, by teleprinter. And there is the teleprinter message. That's what teleprinter sounds like. And that's actually coming from Germany, not in World War II, but now. And that's the German weather station, which very conveniently transmits its weather reports by teleprinter. So that's what teleprinter sounds like. But it's immediately obvious from that human beings can't read teleprinter. You can read Morse code, you certainly can't read that. And so what they had to do here was to ink pen record the signals on a thing called an undulator. There's an undulator tape there, an ink pen recording. And so there's an ink pen recording with the 5 bits of the Bodo code there, going through there, right? And then, so that was done at very high speed to get the bit patterns of the radio receivers. And then some poor girl had to sit and read those 5-bit patterns to get the letters of the ciphertext to be transmitted to Bletchley Park. Because this was all done at Knockholt in Kent. This is a recreation of the Knockholt intercept station at Kent, using all wartime equipment as well. So they captured these signals like that, but it was even worse than that because of the way the analysis is done, which I'll explain in a short while when we go to Colossus. The final paper tape that went on to Colossus for analysis had to have less than 6 errors per 1,000 compared to the original radio transmission. Now that's a challenge even today. And in wartime what they did was they did everything in duplicate, 2 radio receivers, 2 ink pen recorders, 2 girls independently reading the bit patterns, punching them to Bletchley Park, and at Bletchley Park 2 girls independently punching 2 paper tapes and then comparing them. And it was either hooray or yuck. But it was a very difficult job indeed. There are about, in Knockholt in Kent, there are about 300 girls just involved in capturing these signals and getting them to Bletchley Park. A very difficult process indeed. Now, so that was the start of the operation, and the signals arrived here and arrived in Bletchley Park. Now, we began to hear the Germans started to use this in 1940, late 1940, and we began to hear these teleprinter signals, realized they were enciphered because they were gobbledygook, but didn't get anywhere with finding out anything about this top secret cipher machine until the Germans made another horrendous mistake. 30th of August 1941, a German operator had a long message of 4,000 characters to be sent from Athens to Vienna. So he correctly set up his brand new top secret Lorentz cipher machine and then turned all 12 wheels to a particular set of wheel start positions, and then transmitted a 12-letter indicator, which was a coded way of telling the operator at the other end the exact settings he was about to use, because both machines had to be synchronized. This was a real-time link. Enciphered, radio transmission, deciphered, print, almost simultaneously. So got them synchronized, keyed in 4,000 characters of German text, and when he got to the end of keying it in, the German operator at the receiving end said, "I didn't get that, send it again." Not a good idea for a secret message. And then the German operator at the sending end compounded it by saying, well, nobody can possibly break this brand new top secret cipher machine, just reset it. Forbidden to do that, but he did. He turned all 12 wheels to exactly the same start position he just used on the first transmission. Right? And then he began to key the message again by hand. Now the message begins with the German phrase Spruchnummer, message number. Not a good thing to begin every secret message with, I think. The first time he keys in Spruch N-U-M-M-E-R, rest of text. Second time he keys in Spruch N, I'm thoroughly pissed at this, N-R. Now N-R in German is like N-O in English. It means number, but he'd now shortened the entry by 4 characters to save his fingers. And when he got to the end of the second translation, it was 400 characters shorter than the first one, where he'd been shortening words down the text. Now, those messages were intercepted in England. The interceptors realized indicators saying possible big boo-boo, and sent 14 years to do it. Started in this room in 1994 with a heap of steel, pot of grey paint, electric drill, 14 years. Now it's taken so long because it's been done from 8 black and white photographs taken in 1945 and 10 fragments of circuit diagram kept illegally by engineers that engineers always do. That's it. So it's been a very difficult job piecing all together. It's been reverse engineering squared, but the good news is it is a working machine. It's switched on and working now. It's been running all day now, fine. Last autumn I set up the cipher calendar. I think you've probably heard about the cipher calendar because there was enough buzz about it. And this was where we have on site here one,